What do we say?
Okay.
This is so hard vlogging here.
The light's awful, isn't it?
I know, yeah. We're gonna go look at engagement rings.
Yeah.
This was meant to happen in July when our holiday got cancelled because we are driving down to Manchester. We are from Northumberland, so it is a little bit of a drive. This was meant to happen after we came back from holiday because we were flying into Manchester, but then it got cancelled. So we had to cancel these, cancel the hotels that we booked, cancel the park and everything. But we're going today.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do we explain this?
And it's to try them on, see what you like, because you think you know what you like based upon what you see online and stuff like that, but you want to like see them in person.
Yeah, I'm very much like with engagement rings, I think they should suit you and suit your hand, and I don't know how you're meant to know if they suit your hand without trying them on first. I think you can tell, like when people post their engagement rings, sometimes they just don't look like they belong on your finger. I don't want that. I've got no lipstick on, which is why I'm looking very like all one colour and I don't like it, but I'm not driving 3 hours with lipstick on. We have 2 appointments, they're both in Manchester. I want a moissanite ring. I don't want a diamond, I want a moissanite. And it is very hard apparently to find places in the UK that do moissanite and that have moissanite to try on, because that's another thing why we want to go try them on, is that I want a moissanite but I've never seen a moissanite. So we want to just confirm that that is indeed what I want. Yeah. So we want to see how it looks. You can see on pictures, but you can't get a good vibe from pictures, I don't think. So we're going to go see it in person. We're going to go see sizes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've been together 13 years. How big do you think the stone should be?
13 carat.
Big. Bit of a spoiler. I do like big rings. Unfortunately. But it's a moissanite, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to make him spend like 50 grand on a ring just because it's a diamond. It's moissanite. We're all good. This is, I don't know how to say it, because people are going to be like, oh, are you getting engaged soon?
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say. Not that I know of. And I've said, like, I just did some shorts on the channel explaining it, but we're not where we want to be to get engaged.
Financially.
Financially, friendship-wise, life-wise. So I don't think it's going to happen soon, but I would like to have picked my ring. I think you want to have known I've picked my ring because I keep flip-flopping on gold and silver as well, so that's stressing him out. I keep flip-flopping on the shape, so that's stressing him out. So I think we both want to just be like, we know what we're getting when it comes to the time. And also I just want to know, I want to try the ring on and I want to know what I'm getting. We aren't going to like pick it. This isn't like a thing of going and me picking my ring. Jack is going to do all of the work when it comes to... No, I didn't mean it. When it comes to it, I want Jack to design the ring. I want like Jack to go through the custom process and be able to design it, because he'll freaking love that. He will love it. So this is more of just, I'm going to go pick the shape. I'm going to pick the shape, and then we're going to discuss what type of cut that I like, what type of clarity that I like, what kind of cathedral setting I like, and like just give a overview, so then he can pick what it's actually going to be like. Yeah. Do you know if any of these have men's bands? Because we could look for yours as well.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Maybe we could ask. We didn't put it on the form, so they might not have time. But we could ask if we've got men's bands, because I want to be able to buy Jack that's another reason why it's not happening soon. I want to be able to buy Jack an engagement ring, and I currently make £60 a month, so it's not happening soon because I can't afford it as well. So the vlog is starting off, we are just charging the car and we are heading down to Manchester. The first one that we are going to is in Manchester city centre, and it's at 2 o'clock. So we're heading in a little bit early. We're currently getting there at 1 o'clock. We're going to grab some food and then go to the appointment. And then that one lasts for an hour. And then we have a bit of time to get out because the other one is on the outskirts of Manchester. So we need to travel outwards a little bit before we can get to that one, and then that one's 45 minutes. They are called Noah James and Lily Arkwright. I have messaged them both to ask if I'm okay to film. Both of them said that they would prefer not to be like filmed the process, unfortunately, but they're happy to film, for me to film the rings and things like that. Lily Arkwright's a bit more open for me to be able to like film a little bit more. Noah James just wants me to only film like the ring that I'm trying on type thing. So I won't be able to film the consultation process, but I will definitely fill you in after and let you know how it goes. I'm very excited. Are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm very excited. We completely mistimed, and we are cutting it fine. Our appointment is in 15 minutes and a 15-minute walk, so so we're gonna walk very quickly to the first appointment, but I don't know what happened. I think it was charging again, as per usual. See on camera, what do you think?
See, actually,
it's different, isn't it?
I know we said that the silver matches the stone more, but I think actually on camera there, I think the gold matches you more. I think it looks less, more conspicuous.
Yeah.
In your hand a bit more. What? Not sure on the thickness of this band in terms of depth, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Would you go for something a bit thinner, maybe?
Maybe a bit thicker that way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so it's not because it feels quite flat, that I think, a little bit.
I mean, I've got another style there, let's say something like this. We can hammer it and add kind of texture to it, and then brush finish it. I'll show you with the yellow gold. Sometimes if you want the contrast, that's just brushed on the top and then polished on the sides. If you like the contrast of the...
I do like that colour band.
I can also do something very crude as well. I can just blue tack the...
We have just left. We're still... Look how nice this building is.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I'll fill you more in the car. How do you think it went?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good. Better than I expected.
I know. Good. Maybe something of Jack's ring.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for it. The plan now is we are going to go find some food if we've got time. I'm not sure where because the markets look busy. Like busy.
Yeah.
So...
I'm not feeling too hungry, so...
No, neither am
It's
I.
not massive.
We'll figure it out and I'll fill you in the car when we're on the way to the other one. The markets are actually wild. That doesn't look wild, I promise they are. It's too intense. The queues are ridiculous. They're so bad. We don't know what to do. Jack's looking on the map for some more food places. We don't have that long is the issue, so we can't go sit in somewhere. But then this isn't even a popular place to go. And it's busy. That was manic. Manic. Oh my god, we haven't ate anywhere. Because everywhere was just... If you wanted to do the Manchester Christmas markets, I wouldn't recommend a Saturday. Oh my god, we couldn't even walk through. We think we're going to have to get going because our appointment's 1:45 and it takes half an hour to get out of the city, so we're going to get going. We'll just figure out food at a later point. I was saying to Jack, I think I struggled a little bit in there because none of the rings fit me. So... I couldn't really see them on my finger.
Where they would be.
Yeah, and also they weren't big enough. The stones that they had were quite small, and we went there because they had moissanite and she only had one moissanite to show. She apologised. She was, honestly, that designer, she was lovely. So nice, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Would definitely recommend. They're very ethical as well, which is what we wanted. They had lab-grown diamond, ethical stones, and all of the metals were recycled metals, so would definitely recommend. It's just a shame that they weren't big enough and they didn't have solitaire, but they had loads for Jack, which is so exciting because Jack didn't think he wanted a stone for his engagement ring, and
I'm still not sure.
Still not sure, but they had ones that he liked, and he got to see different types of metals he likes and how it was hammered and like, what was it? Sandblasted and stuff. So it was really exciting. Really pleased with that. But it was good. Moissanite, which is what I wanted, reflects rainbows a lot more than diamond, which is a shame because I wanted clear rather than rainbow. So I'm not sure. I'm hoping these are going to have more what I want, like a bigger solitaire stone. But we'll see. We'll see. We're going to get going. What do you think of like the way it's cut inside?
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
As well.
Yeah.
Gold or
Silver, because I mix and match with jewellery.
All right, so 90% sure that only the lab diamonds will have that look, but I'll find out for you just to be sure.
Yeah. That's the thing, because at the other appointment,
I was saying my favourite. Yeah, it will look like this because that's the actual moissanite.
Yeah.
Ours and one's a brand, so
Okay.
yeah, personal preference. The Charles and Colruyt is quicker to order.
I'm so shaky. I can't even.
I'm like that as well when I try on stuff. My hands always shake. I'm always like that.
Obviously, the shape would be different if it was moissanite.
Yeah.
And I think the thing I like about this one is how skinny it is. So I feel like maybe if it wasn't
Cut. So when you look at the grading of a diamond, it's the 4 C's. It's color, clarity, and cut. So it's all made to cut. That's why there's all those little facets and crushed ice, because it's made to cut. Moissanite, they don't do that. It's all about chunky and big. And
yeah.
It's across a little bit.
We are done, but look at this building. Look at what it's in. I'll show you outside as well. So it's in this like business estate that's beautiful. And then look at this. Oh my god. We were like incredible. Look at that. Beautiful. Vlogging on this car on an evening is actually a nightmare. It's a bit later. We are currently just charging the car. We've drove back into Manchester to get an Honor charger because they're quick charging. Anyway.
You really enjoyed yourself from that last one, didn't
That last one was really good. The way that they did it was so good because basically so this second one was called Lily Arkwright, and they used to just do moissanite, but they do lab grown and precious stones that they do as well now, like natural stones. And that's why we found them first. We were meant to go to them in July. We found Noah James more recently, but Lily Arkwright was the one that we had literally booked in to go to in July, and we couldn't go. So I was excited to go to them because I was like, they'll definitely have more moissanite, because not the problem that I had with Noah James, because it was a really good appointment, really enjoyed it, she was brilliant. It was just the rings were too small in like finger size, and also we are in Manchester City Centre, so I apologise for the sirens, but also in terms of stone size, so ring size and stone size, so I couldn't get them on my finger, so it was really hard to like imagine what they'd look like on my finger, which is what I wanted from today. That's why we went to try them on, so we could see them, what they look like on my finger, also to pick the size, to pick the shape. And they did have the shapes of the ones that I wanted, but they had them all in lab grown. They only had one moissanite, and the moissanite that they had a really big like halo around the stone, and it was quite small, so you couldn't really see it. And then the shapes that I wanted, they looked different because they were lab grown, but they were also just really small, and so I knew they weren't what I wanted. And then the ones that they had in the size closer to what I wanted were a 3-stone setting, which absolutely beautiful, but they are not for me. Like, I do not like 3-stone rings. So it was just really hard to imagine, which is kind of what I wanted from today. I wanted it not to be hard to imagine. Brilliant for him. So over the moon. So excited to have tried them. Jack's looked at all the different bands.
For me. Like rings for me.
Yeah, rings for Jack. All the different bands, all the different metals, hammering effects, brushing effects, sandblasting effects. Stones. We've looked at salt and pepper diamonds. Like, it was so good for Jack, and it was so nice to see, and I loved it because I really would like Jack to get a stone for his engagement ring, but you've been very much like, no. But today you were like,
yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. So that was really exciting. But then when we went to Lily Arkwright, so the way that they had it when we came in, because both of them had forms you could fill in on the website, which was brilliant, really good, because it lets them know what you want. So we gave them that I wanted a solitaire. I either wanted a radiant cut or an emerald cut or an oval cut, elongated on all of them. Not sure what colour band that I wanted, no hidden halo, and that I like this brand from Instagram. There's a brand in Canada called Zen Moissanite, which are just incredible, and I've been following them for a really long time, so that's all they knew. And in Lily Arkwright, they had Oh, and we also gave them the minimum measurement that I wanted. And in Lily Arkwright, they were already big. So when we went in, she had like 2 rows, because in both of them, they had like display cabinets of the rings, which was just beautiful, perfect. But in Lily Arkwright, they had like 2 rows of solitaire, gold, silver, like 2 of each. But then in the corner they had, so the first 2 that she showed us, she was like, so this is a moissanite, this is lab grown, and it was an oval, right? And she was like, so you can see the difference. And so we looked at them, it was really good. And then she was like, so the rest of these cuts are fake. I don't know what they were, but she was like, but they are cut to look how the moissanite will be cut, because obviously the way that a lab grown diamond and the way that a moissanite is cut is very different. So she was like, so the way that they are is how the moissanite will look. It's obviously just not a real stone, and obviously it won't be as shiny and it won't reflect the light in the same way. That was great, because obviously they're not real stones, so there was freaking loads of them. She had so many sizes, she had loads of the different bands, that was it really, wasn't it? She had the different sizes, the different ratios, the different cuts that I wanted to see. She had some with a cathedral setting, because in the first one I think I was really struggling to decide, because I couldn't see them the way that I wanted to see them. So I was like, do I like this? Do I not? And because the ones that I was looking at were all lab grown diamonds, I was looking at it and thinking, actually, I think I like the emerald, because when I was looking at the radiant just looked really, really chaotic, is the way that we keep describing it. And it not chaotic in a bad way, obviously it's beautiful, but just when you were looking into the stone, it was like, there is so much going on here. It's like, whoa, it looked like crushed ice. If you know diamonds, it looked like crushed ice diamonds, and I'm not a fan of them. I like being able to like see the cuts. So I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I like emerald. I wasn't expecting to like emerald. And then when we saw them in Lily Arkwright, I was like, oh no, this is what I was seeing online, because I follow moissanite accounts. And she was like, no, it looks different when it's cut in moissanite. So it looked the way I was expecting it to look. So it was just really good. And then when I feel like in Noah James, I was saying I wanted bigger, not a lot, but I said I wanted bigger, and she couldn't really show me bigger. She was apologetic that I couldn't see bigger, because obviously they're just a small business. Of course they're not going to stock, and they mainly do bespoke rings, so of course they're not going to stock a load, so it's completely understandable. But it just made it hard to see it. Whereas I was like, I think I want a bit bigger than the ones that the Lily Arkwright lady had put out, and she was like, okay, I'll go get more. And so she literally just got a whole load of bigger ones, and she was like, here we go. And I completely understood. This isn't me saying this is how Noah James should do it at all, because I get it, they're a small business, but it was just so good having those options and being able to see it on my finger, and it's helped me make so much more decisions, hasn't it? Like, I think I've decided what ring I want, which is so exciting. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
I think I should tell them. What should I tell them? One of the ones that I've took videos of is the one that I've not picked, because
but the one that's most like the one that you want.
Yeah, and it was just so exciting, because I got down to like 2, and I was like, these are the 2 that I'm liking the most. But one of them, it's basically each one of them has bespoke stuff, which is exactly what we wanted, because Jack wants to be able to design the ring. So it's really exciting. So we've picked the things that I want, and then there's still aspects that Jack can pick and Jack can design, and so it's really exciting.
Yeah. You gotta subscribe and see it when it happens.
I'm so excited. It was so good, and it was just, if you've got like, because they are a bit of a bigger company, they have 5 showrooms. They're not like a big corporation, because I think since we started following them, they've opened 3 new showrooms. Like this growth has happened quite quickly. So because they have that bit of like a bigger company, I just think it's such a good way, because they do a lot of bespoke stuff as well. So I just think it's such a good way of being able to show people the different sizes and to help people pick by having fake ones. It was such a good idea. But having them there to be like, this is what it will look like, because this one's a real one and this is a real lab diamond, so this is what it'll look like, but here's the shapes and stuff in like just fake gems. And I was like, it was so good.
Yeah, it was good.
I really enjoyed it. We've been so stressed. I don't know if it's probably been picked up on the vlog because I've hardly vlogged because we've been so stressed all day. We were so scared we weren't gonna get there on time. We didn't, either of them, but just things messed up. And then Manchester was mayhem. It was mayhem. The Christmas markets, oh my goodness, it was wild.
Yeah.
We tried to get some food at the Christmas market. We shouldn't have. We stood in a queue for about, what, 5-10 minutes,
yeah.
and it was a mistake. We shouldn't have bothered. It was such a fleeting visit to Manchester. We thought we were going to have time before and after. We didn't have time before or after. We went to a restaurant after we finished the appointment in Didsbury, and it was so good. Like, it was such good food, wasn't it? It was called Prove, and it was a Neapolitan? No, that's the ice cream. Is it Neapolitan pizza? Yeah, Neapolitan pizza. I thought that's the same place.
The same place, yeah.
And the atmosphere inside was just lovely. The food was so good. It was such good value for money. So we've had a lovely, lovely meal.
We've got to talk about it a bit.
Yeah, we'll chat about it. It's funny because we've swapped, because it feels like me trying on rings and me making a decision about rings has been the thing that we've needed to sort. And now I'm sorted, and now Jack needs to try on some more rings and make a decision, because I think that's what we've decided, that Jack wants to try on a few more, because you're still not 100% sure on getting a stone.
Yeah.
But I'm quite keen on Jack getting a stone for his engagement band, and we're just going to go try on more. Yeah. But I would highly recommend both of them. They're very different vibes, I think. I think Noah James is focused more on alternative stones and lab grown and being very ethical, which is beautiful, chef's kiss, and they're a small owned business. And the showroom was in a stunning building. When we saw it was in the middle of Manchester, we thought it was just going to be in an office block, but it was beautiful. And the designer was lovely. And then Lily Arkwright was kind of a bit more like modern, clear stones, so like moissanite and lab grown.
Yeah.
And it was a bit of a bigger company, so it was a bit of a different feel, but would highly recommend both of them.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say? Because I feel like I've talked a lot.
No, I don't think so. You've got it all.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry this wasn't as vloggy as I hoped. Like I said, I did ask if I could film inside, but both of them said they'd prefer not to, just due to security reasons and things like that, which is completely fair enough. And then time just slipped away from us, so I do apologise. I hope you found it fun though. Yeah,
it's about 20 to 9 now, so we're probably gonna get home at about midnight.
It's gonna be a late one, but it's been fun. This is the last video before Vlogmas, so I hope you're all excited for Vlogmas. Make sure you subscribe to see it. I hope you found the video fun, useful, whatever. If you did, please make sure to leave the video a like, comment, subscribe, share. I am really, really on a mission to try and make this channel work before the end of the year, so literally any engagement would be greatly appreciated. But even if you don't do any of those things, thank you so much for making it till the end, but we shall see you in Vlogmas.
Bye.
Bye.